Tag show. Tag show. That's gonna leave a mark, Taylor.
That's only speed because I'm in the speed. On that note, let's move on to the predictions.
You want to do the predictions, or you want to get into the show first and then the predictions?
Let's knock out the predictions. It's because the card is not even confirmed yet,
Okay.
and the way I got it set up to go into the curtain call,
Okay.
fits perfect.
Okay, cool.
So predictions, we're just gonna run through it real quick. Women's Tag Team Championship match, TLC match. Asuka, and is it a TLC match?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, because when they had their promo, Charlotte and Becky, and they were like, whatever, I believe so.
Okay.
That's the case. I could be wrong, but I believe that it is TLC.
The Kabuki Warriors versus Lynch and Flair.
Char Lynch. T Generation
Becky Flair.
T Generation X is back.
Oh, that's what they call themselves?
When they were doing the whole tea time thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win this?
I'm praying and I'm going to go. Something tells me it's not going to be them, but I'm hoping it is the Kabuki Warriors.
You think Becky Two Belts coming back?
I'm not going to be against Becky Two Belt because I don't hate Becky and I like, her. I like Becky. But I think the Kabuki Warriors are doing such a great job. With the tag team titles, and it just let's bring out more tag teams to face them because again they're doing well with it. So let's give other people to compete with them. So I'm just hoping that they hold on to the titles.
And I agree. I hope it's the Kabuki Warriors as well. We don't need Charlotte claiming another title right now. We don't need Becky Two Belts right now. Becky is basically. We'll talk about that later on. I'm not too happy about that either. Moving on, we got Bray Wyatt, not The Fiend.
Nope.
Bray Wyatt versus The Miz. Is this for the Universal title?
No, I don't think so, no.
Okay.
They didn't mention Universal.
Because Daniel Bryan is the official number one contender for the title.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So Bray Wyatt versus The Miz. Where you go with this one?
I know this is probably not going to happen, but if WWE was smart, I would have The Miz win. Why? Because Bray has to reach into his dark side.
To pull out wins.
Exactly.
I agree.
I think that's good storytelling and character development.
And I think it would be good in the long run if we have a Bray Wyatt versus The Fiend in a way.
Yeah, and you remember when they went to Saudi for, what was it, Crown Jewel, whatever? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, when he was supposed to be on Miz TV, a lot of people were like, well, how, he's going to have The Fiend show up here and Bray be, right. I think that's dope.
Right.
So if they play it right, I think it'd be really, really cool if The Miz actually pulled out a win and Bray lost. And it'd be dope if Bray came out in his sweater. And
I hope that's what he's coming out in.
I hope so. That would be really, really cool. And then they just play the Funhouse
even if they do something where he loses, lights go out, he quickly changes.
Or something,
right.
Yeah.
And come back with The Fiend, and The Fiend attacks The Miz for beating his guy.
So they have to do something cool like that. But it's WWE, so I don't want to give them too much credit.
TLC match, Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Especially after he embarrassed this guy like that.
I didn't even see SmackDown. I told you that.
SmackDown was a good show, but that was like...
Yeah. Tables match, Rusev versus Bobby Lashley.
I'm going to go with Rusev. I think Rusev finally has to get the upper hand on Bobby Lashley.
But he's been kicking on Bobby Lashley for the past couple of weeks.
True, but I think Rusev is
I'll give it to Bobby.
Okay.
Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy.
Aleister
Black.
Yeah, and I hate that I feel like they're going to make Buddy look weak. And Buddy's a fantastic wrestler. You know what I mean? So...
And now, moving on, we're going to head over to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, The New Day versus The Revival.
I'm going to keep it with The New Day. I just feel like they're doing the hot potato thing.
Right.
I just prefer, just keep it on one person, or one team. Just leave it to The New Day. I would like The Revival, but... Because I feel like every time The Revival gets the championship,
right,
nothing is done. It's like, okay, we're going to give you the titles, but not actually do something with it. Like, they're not really put into a long, nice feud.
Yeah,
It's just,
they
let's
never-
give you the title.
You got to find a good competitor to take it off the New Day because, again, like you said, when they give it to the Revival holds it and it's like not
Nothing
giving it,
is done.
They're not giving it time. They're not giving a proper feud
Yeah.
or anything.
Because I remember when there was the whole rumor about them leaving, and I felt like, okay, they gave them the titles just to keep them happy. But
Right.
for them, I don't think it's about necessarily having the titles. It's about we want to compete and face and have feuds and have meaningful matches. And I don't think they're still doing that with them.
Well, due to unforeseen circumstances, the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship match on Sunday is a TBD, open challenge kind of situation. Who do you think will step in at this point? It has to be the Usos.
But I don't want the Usos on Raw. I think the Usos are needed on SmackDown. I don't think they're needed on Raw, honestly. I think they're
What team is on Raw right now outside of AOP?
AOP, Street Profits, them, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. I know this Lucha House Party is sorry, they're not. They're on SmackDown. I'm sorry. I feel like there's one more team. Oh, the OC. You know, I think there's a lot that they can do there, but I feel like.
But they've been on SmackDown forever, and it's time for them to come over to Raw.
I understand that, but now with the whole Fox thing and Fox just being SmackDown being the better show, I think someone like the Usos and the reason why I feel like the Usos should be on SmackDown too is also because, you know, they're there. Naomi's gonna come there, and I think she's an asset, especially for the SmackDown Women's division that's kind of weak.
Is she still on SmackDown?
She's not on any draft. She was on Raw originally, but in regards to the draft, there wasn't. You know what I mean? She's a free agent essentially, but we don't.
Yeah,
know
they both was on Raw, right?
They were both on Raw, so we don't. Right now, they're just listed as like I guess free
Free
agents. Yeah, so I think they're just.
That's just.
But on that note, for the Viking Raiders, I would probably AOP. I'd say AOP.
You think it's time for them to take the belts off of?
It's not necessarily taking the belts off, but I feel like especially now that they're pairing them with Seth,
Right.
it just only makes sense. And they're a heel team, tag team. The Viking Raiders are face. This just makes sense.
I say that if it's not the Usos, I feel like the Street Profits will get another shot.
I just feel like they're two faces, and I think. And I know sometimes that goes out the window, but I just feel like AOP.
The Vikings, I feel like the Vikings are more of like a tweener. Sometimes they face faces and heels and stuff like that because this fits their persona, like war. Like,
Tag show.